So then she says, I'm calling the police. So I run out of the house, and she goes down. She calls the police. The police come. She goes down. After she punched me like 15 times in my face. The court, they tell her at the courthouse that they can't do anything unless she says I hit her. So she says I hit her. So now I'm in the courthouse. I got the judge, female judge, looking at me like I am the biggest piece of garbage in the world. I'm like shaking in my boots. I'm like in my 20s. And my mother, and they give her a restraining order on me. So we leave the courthouse. I'm on a bicycle, 25 years old, riding a BMX bike. And she pulls up next to me. She had like a Ford Explorer at the time. She's like, "You want to ride?" And I was like, "Fuck you, man. Fuck you, you fucking bitch," like that. I said to her, and she drove off. So, I didn't let the police arrest me. I ran, though. I went down on my own terms. They searched for me, and I hid. I saw them looking for me, and I hid, and they didn't find me. And then I walked into the police station on my own terms, and I said, "Yeah, here I am." And I was like, "I'm not going to let you guys humiliate me and stuff me in a squad car in front of everybody in the neighborhood." So I came down here on my terms. But anyway, later on, to make a long, to kind of cut ahead now, I get married, and then my wife, she's constantly accusing me of cheating, constantly, just miserable, ruining the whole relationship. I get a chance to get custody of my kids because the mother of my children, who I was dating a girl before I met my ex-wife, and I broke up with her, and then found out when I was in a relationship with my ex-wife that my last girlfriend was pregnant, and then she had the kids and neglected them, so they had to get physical therapy because she left them in their car seats all day. I had twin boys until they atrophied their muscles, and they had to get physical therapy at like year 1 year old. So she lost custody. So for a month this is going on, and I'm talking to my wife, and we're already not getting along. And I'm like, "Well, are you gonna help me with my kids?" And then she says yes, and then she says maybe or something. Then like a week later or something, or weeks later, she says no. She goes, "I got 3 kids of my own." I was like, "Yeah, I know, I'm helping you with them." Yeah. Yeah. And she goes, "I got 3 kids of my own." She goes, "I can't take 2 more." And I really was like kind of like thinking, well, we're not getting along anyway, and I don't want to bring my kids into this marriage to see you and me yelling at each other all the time. So the court gave me 2 options, which to either let them adopt the kids out or waive my rights to them completely. Now, yes, I know hindsight is 20/20, and everyone's like, you should have kicked your wife to the curb and got your kids, right? I did not do that. I honored my marriage. My wife cheated on me and then left me like a month or 2 later, right after I gave up, after I waived the right to see my kids ever again. And then the kids were given back to their abusive mother. Whatever. So there's that. So now I got no marriage, no kids, paying child support, and can never see my kids again. Fantastic. I'm not mad about that. It's a good thing because the schools and the powers that be would not like having me, like most of you guys out there that can't see your kids, me being around when they fuck my kids over, because it's not going to go the way they want they want it to go, like it will with a woman who will put up with anything. So anyway, it's a good thing. They'll come to me later. They'll figure it out. My kids are going to be smart. So anyway, my wife on the way out the door tries to say I hit her so she can get how I'm thinking the police advised her to. I don't want to make it a long story, but they pulled her aside, and the way that everything went, I'm thinking the police told her too, the way they told my mother to say that I hit her so she can get advantage. I think the police are tutoring them so they can get a meal ticket and a room, and they can get money from the state. So my mother now regrets. I'm like, Ma, thanks for lying, because I asked my mother, I was like, why did you say I hit you? And she told me, by the way, she said because they told me, the police told me, or the courts, or whoever she talked to in the system told her that they couldn't do anything unless she said that I hit her, so she said that I hit her. So that's what's going on. They can't do anything unless these women say you hit them. So basically, my mother writes a letter. She feels bad now because she opened up the door for all this. Now it's on my record. And of course my mother didn't press charges, she just got a restraining order. So my mother writes a letter to the court for me to bring to court with me, that she lied because they told her to, that you know what I mean, and that she feels bad now seeing that I'm going through this. So my ex-wife, tries her hardest to get me locked up, and I basically just tell the truth in court about how her family's all nothing but drug dealers and gang members, and selling drugs and criminals, and she's threatening to have my family killed and have me beat up and all this stuff when she's yelling at me. And so the judge kind of looks at her, and luckily, to her credit, she did not lie. She said yes, that she said all that. She admitted to it. So I got out of that one too, basically, with a restraining order, but I didn't go to jail on that one. But my record, it still goes around town that I'm a woman beater, by the way. As far as I know. So, and one of my other friends talks about it too. He's never hit a woman in his life, but as far as he knows, word on the street is that he beats women. So, anyway, you can't make this shit up. So, then when I'm in college in Phoenix, and this is getting long, another girl, a roommate, I've already told this story, just, if you look in my earlier videos, while I'm in college. Now I know how it works, so as soon as I sense something's going to be wrong, I turn on my video camera. I'll hide my phone, I'll plant my video camera now. So I hid my video camera and turned it on and caught this girl on video lying and saying she was going to, I'm going to tell the police, I'm going to lie, I'm going to tell the police that you're a psycho when they get here, unquote. Caught her saying that on video, and physically punching me and kicking me, kneeing my balls, trying to elbow me in my, pretty big girl. She was my roommate. She was a friend, like 235-pound girl. With a, whatever, anyway. So there's that. So then I get home and I date another girl. That goes pretty well for a year, and then she gets tired of whatever the relationship with me, boots me out, and she tries to say I attacked her. So I'm just telling you, man, this is America now, and and it's just, I don't know basically what else to say. So I got out of that one. I just fought and fought and fought. So now I don't necessarily want to be, I don't sit here and brag about being MGTOW. It's just, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And I don't care what anybody says, man. I know firsthand that the courts are telling women to lie and say that men hit them so that they can take advantage of the system. And I think I'm pretty sure the police are in on it too. And I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm white and I'm male and I was born in America and I was discriminated against for being male, and in college I could not get a grant. That's another part of the story. The same college where the girl falsely accused me, before that happened, I had a 3.75 GPA, and I went to get grants because, once again, could not find a job, didn't have any money, was starving, hitchhiking to school, now in the desert, not in the freezing cold September rain of Northern California, but now in the Phoenix desert. Once again, black people driving by me to the college in brand new cars and shit. And I went to the dean and he said, "Nope, you are a straight white male. I cannot do anything for you." Quote. So, welcome to the new America with 3 Ks or whatever, as they say. Anyway, and if you are a white male, you are the enemy. And there's that. And black people, you ain't gonna win this without us. So you can laugh it up. And I don't really care. It is actually kind of funny. But anyway, it's absurd. And I laugh at it all. And I don't really care because I'm a Christian. And this is not my world. So anyway, I love you all and I hope that helps somebody.